Donald Trump calls anybody who doesn't agree with him a radical. Well, I am a radical, and I'm proud to be a radical. You know who else is a radical? All the men who signed the Declaration of Independence, they were all radicals. Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, all those people were radicals. And they were radicals because they dared to try something new. They dared to stand up against the status quo. In 1776, for people in the colonies to tell England that we choose to be independent of you and not have to report to the king, that was a pretty radical idea. This country was built on radical ideas. It was built by immigrants. It was built by people who were willing to look at the status quo and say, you know what? Maybe there's a better way to do this. We're willing to try new ideas. We're open to new ideas and new information. The people who opposed enslaving other human beings, they were radicals. They were considered to be radicals. Well, you'd think that'd be common sense, but they were radicals. So the people who made a difference in this country throughout its history were people who were radicals, willing to try new things. The Wright brothers and first powered flight, they had to look at things differently to come up with a solution to powered flight. All these different new ideas are ideas of radical people willing to break away from the status quo to try something new. Cesar Chavez was radical. Martin Luther King was a radical. Fannie Lou Hamer was a radical. Gloria Steinem was a radical. The idea that women should be able to control their own bodies, which to me is common sense, but I guess that'd be considered to be a radical idea, is radical. All those things made this country different and better. So to be a radical is not a negative thing at all. And that's how we keep moving forward, to keep looking for ways to make things better. That's radical. And we need to keep pushing forward. So all these people who, H. Rap Brown, Gloria Steinem, Angela Davis, these people were all radicals. And we need to embrace radical ideas. The idea that we shouldn't be dropping 2,000-pound bombs on women and children and families in Gaza. I guess if people consider that to be a radical idea, that just seems like common sense again to me. That just seems like common humanity to me. To be willing to make things better, to look at people and realize, that everybody really is the same. We are all human beings and need to be treated fairly. I guess to Trump and his minions, that's radical. It's not radical. That's just humanity. So, so what are you? Are you just a status quo kind of person who's willing to go along and get along with anything that's crazy? Or are you willing to stand up and be a radical? So are you a radical or are you just a shithead? Let me know in the comments below.